This is CryptoKernels. I am your host, Asa Kane. This episode, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at famous YouTube celebrity Logan Paul and his NFT platform, CryptoZoo. And at the end of that, we're also going to get a chance to hear from the man himself. Now, before we do so, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the like button. Now, the like button is the thumbs up icon that you see directly underneath the video that I'm scrolling over right now with the 120 next to it. What that does, it helps to share our video with others like yourself who are new and who want to stay in touch with everything that's going on. And also, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Now, that is our icon that you see me scrolling over right now in the lower right hand corner of your video. What this does for you, it ensures that you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes of CryptoKernels. Now, this first article I'm going to share with you is from thegamer.com, written by Joshua Robertson on December 29th, and it states, Logan Paul's CryptoZoo NFT game is reportedly a massive scam. Okay, now let's go into this and see exactly what Joshua is saying here. Most sensible people nowadays know that any project that involves NFTs in any way is something you probably shouldn't touch with a 10-foot barge pole. Even forgetting about all the negative impacts on the environment, the practice has become a non-stop cause of controversy over the past couple of years. Now, if that wasn't enough to dissuade you from grabbing an NFT for yourself, perhaps the latest NFT controversy will. Logan Paul has been a controversial character throughout the majority of his online career, although he's been keeping his head down recently by purchasing fake Pokemon cards and starring in WWE matches. He's been placed back in the spotlight now, though, as a YouTuber called Stefan Kozilla Finnessing has conducted an investigation reporting the CryptoZoo, an NFT game that Paul has promoted heavily on his podcast show Impulsive. Now, this is the actual site, the CryptoZoo. Let's take a look at it. And I'll leave a link in the description. You can go to it for yourself. Maybe something changed, but what does this mean? Big things are coming. Dear zookeepers, we're thrilled to announce the CryptoZoo ecosystem has some upgrades underway and the core infrastructure is being revamped. During this phase of building, where the infrastructure is being worked on, zookeepers may experience an extended period of downtime on various functionality within the CryptoZoo D app and marketplace. Please note, all current access that exists in the ecosystem will be 100% compatible with all future updates and releases. We apologize for any inconvenience. Why does it still say 2022 here when the new year is here? It is 2023. That's concerning. Now, this right here is Codezilla, and I want to share a little bit with you. Fair use. This is talking about the project here.
I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around 15,000 US dollars.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000.
Why would you invest that much money?
Shut up! No, you haven't. Yeah, 500K. Oh no.
Today, we're investigating Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, a blockchain game that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know the story, but it goes so much deeper. I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course, at the center of it, we have Logan Paul himself, who has abandoned this thing, leaving thousands of fake orphans in his wake. Wait a second. Thousands of victims in his wake. Now, you'll be hearing from some of those people because their stories are heartbreaking. This is the first in a 3-part series that's been a year in the making. And if you like high-effort investigations like this one, please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I don't take sponsors. We are viewer-supported.
All right, let's go.
So if you want to and are able to, thank you. Either way, enjoy the video.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work. September 1st, CryptoZoo.co.
We don't scam.
He
I've
loves
never
you
scammed
guys.
anyone before. Logan cares extremely deeply about his audience, loves his audience, loves his brand, doesn't
have to scam to make money.
Scam to make money.
Welcome to part 1, the $1 million mystery that began this whole story. Like many people, I first heard about CryptoZoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The thing that I'm most excited for, this is the first time I've ever said anything about this. For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
Now look, at first, I was just as surprised at
Dink
this
Doink.
as anyone else because I just got
His
finished
fans
roasting
lost
Logan
money on Dink
for a
Doink.
different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans lost money on.
I'm a Dink Doink fan. Dumbest I've ever seen. That's why I'm all in.
It's comedic. It's fun. It's comedy.
Now look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was
Whoa.
all about the memes, but it turns out
Whoa.
they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink
God.
Doink character himself and subsequently
Wow.
abandoned that project. So if you invested in it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat for Dink Doink,
When he
which is why
seemingly
I was surprised when
immediately
he seemingly
jumped into another
immediately
crypto
jumped into
project
another
after he
crypto
just
project.
had one that all of his supporters lost all of their money. So he was a failure with the first one, and immediately he jumps into another one. Okay.
Logan insisted CryptoZoo, it was different. It wasn't his friend's project this time, it was his. And it wasn't even a project at all. It was a game that could earn you money.
I'm excited to launch my game.
You keep using and you just did it again. You keep using a word there. Game. You're not using like a project.
How can you say it's a fun game?
It's a really fun game.
All right, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Now you might be wondering, how's it possible to earn money from a game? Well, let me try to break it down for you. This is how it was supposed to work. You started by buying this crypto token called Zoo, which is their in-game currency, and you use Zoo coins to then buy egg NFTs, which you can then hatch to become animals. You then can breed those two animals to become hybrid animals. For example, if you breed a gorilla and a kitten, you get a Gore Kitty. And the more rare the NFT, the higher the daily yield of Zoo tokens that animal earns you every day. Theoretically, it works like almost like passive income. You can then burn your animal NFTs to release the Zoo they earned back to you, and from there you can invest it into eggs or just cash out. Now, some of you of the Egyptian persuasion might notice some triangular qualities to this game description. But let's not be too quick to judge, because remember, there are a lot of NFT games built on this model. It's called play to earn. Now, Logan admits that there are other games like
We all know this.
What's going to really make his stand out is that other games have randomly generated assets. His game has handmade art.
It's quick to make a digital asset with, unique, randomly generated characteristics. We handmade art for the past 6 months, bro.
10 different artists
Approval,
making
very
art for his
specific
project.
notes, 10 different artists.
Hundreds of
making art
thousands
for
of
our
dollars. He
project.
said $1 million has been invested into this. Wow. Wow. That is very impressive.
Now, I'll admit, this all sounds very enticing. Handmade art, a fun game that can earn you money, and one of the biggest influencers in the world backing it. You might think, how can I lose? Which is why when people were told all you had to do to play was buy an egg, people spent millions. Just on the first launch between ETH and Zoo, people bought $2.5 million worth
first
of eggs
day.
in the
It's not even
first
a game
day.
out yet. But you guys invested $2.5 million of your own money into this. How stupid can you be?
And did I mention the game hadn't even been launched yet? All people were buying was the marketing and the promises. And it wasn't
Look
just
at
the
this.
NFTs they bought either. The
$2
Zoo
billion
token also
market cap.
skyrocketed in value, reaching a $2
This is
billion
insane.
market cap pre-game launch, right? The trading volume was in the tens of millions of dollars per day. which kind of is like Fortnite not coming out, but people trading tens of millions
Playing
of dollars in
Fortnite,
V-Bucks
investing in
every day.
Fortnite
That's
when it's
what
not
this
even a
was
Fortnite.
like.
That's what this is like. That's a great analogy because it makes no sense for any of you guys to have done this. It very much does.
And I know
Why?
it sounds stupid to buy an influencer project, but you have to understand, people saw Logan as different.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Obviously, when someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I still believe in this false fantasy that everyone else started believing, that Logan Paul's a changed man.
I thought it was a safe place.
It felt like a safe place
guy
with
like
a guy
that,
like Logan
identified
Paul,
like
who
Logan
has
Paul
no
being the
experience
head of the
building
project.
anything in crypto, no token, no exchange, no nothing. You bought the celebrity persona, all of you guys, and you invested all this money, but you don't invest in things that can actually help you, like our channel. Very few of you ever invest into this channel, but you'll invest in shit like this. I feel no sympathy for any of you that lost money to this scam out of stupidity and greed.
They had seen this story he had been telling everyone, that he was this reformed influencer, right? That he was no longer a reckless clout goblin just in it for the money. They thought this time it's different. Logan Paul couldn't possibly scam us, right? But as the game got closer to release, the CryptoZoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. This is the sort of first red flag of this project. And I made a video about it at the time, but it was kind of surface level, and something didn't add up beneath the surface. Something where I just couldn't shut this case down in my head. It was actually part of the announcement video that something they said. See if you can spot it.
We have a massive team behind it.
Do you believe this?
And are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
On development.
Yeah.
That's the line that started this whole mystery. We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of, some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shiv X, which launched before it. So where'd this $1 million go? I didn't understand. And Logan just kept repeating this claim.
We put hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. Personally, the whole team, $1 million plus.
Now, at the time I'm looking into this, there's a teaser going around for Hatch Day, which is the day you can hatch your egg NFTs. And it kind of symbolized the true launch of CryptoZoo. So I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they spent all the money on their game.
Okay.
Even their community manager, Ben Roth, promised people, after Hatch Day, things will take a turn for the 180. So I put Ben Roth on the board too. I needed to know all the characters in CryptoZoo. And I waited. And finally, on November 3rd, 2021, Ben Roth turned out to be right. Things did take a turn on Hatch Day, only for the worse. Let's meet one of the victims, Helicopter Bob, to explain more.
My name is Rob. Helicopter Bob lost just under $7,000 with CryptoZoo.
And the first thing I asked Bob was about his animals. If he was making money with CryptoZoo, how much he made, and if the passive yield worked.
Oh, it never did from the beginning. It wasn't even written into the contract where it showed that you could, that you were actually yielding Zoo, but there was nothing that was actually,
What did he say?
backing that up. There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
It sounds like a completely
Play that again.
incomplete project.
There was no way to claim your yield.
Nonetheless,
There never was.
thousands of you have invested millions of dollars into this. Hey, speaking of that, I've got a bridge I want to sell you.
Hold on. The core mechanic of CryptoZoo, that you can make money with these stupid animals, didn't even work on launch day. And still, to this day, a year later, still does not work, is what the investors are saying. Which, this is just crazy. People spent millions of dollars on these eggs. But it even gets worse because I kept talking to people and I discovered something. Because remember I told you you could buy eggs with those zoo coins? Well, apparently they also made it so you could buy them with Ethereum. And on the day of selling, about half of these purchases took place with Ethereum. Only it turns out for the people who spent ETH, not only did the yield part of it not work, did the NFTs not pay you, you also couldn't even hatch them.
So I acquired a bunch of eggs, and I actually want to play the game. I didn't acquire the eggs with the intent of keeping them. I actually wanted to hatch them and see what I got out of them and play in this ecosystem that's been advertised or whatever, right? And then I can't do anything. It's not showing up on the website when I connect my wallet, etc., etc. So I'm a little baffled. I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. So I open up a support ticket. with CryptoZoo, and Ben Roth is actually the person answering my support ticket. Oh yeah,
God.
It's down for the moment.
It's never been up.
Let me tell you.
That's what he said. It's never been up.
Wait.
And this is a guy that's been invested into it since day one. I mean, that's fucking horrible. I mean, two things. Now look at this. Logan Paul, he had a response video posted up here. It has since been removed. I wanted to show you guys this. And also, I want to show you this as well. Now, this last article I want to share with you is from .esports.com. And it was written by Christian Harrison today, actually. And it says, Logan Paul deletes rash CryptoZoo response video. Now, let's see here. It's been a wild week in the world of streaming and YouTube, with Logan Paul finally responding to CoffeeZilla's 3-part investigative series on his failed venture, CryptoZoo. The project was a game that promised to allow players to earn real money, but it turned out to be a scam, according to multiple internet personalities. After initially making a fuss, it seems that Paul is now taking a step back and considering his options. What, give the money back to all the investors? That's the only option. Or do nothing. According to a tweet and YouTube post from CoffeeZilla, Paul took down his reply video calling out Coffee and threatening legal action against him. You can see here, this is a tweet from CoffeeZilla. Logan called me. He said he's deleting the 2 responses and is dropping the lawsuit threats. I believe he's making a 3rd response, which I'll be delaying my video to include. Hopefully this time he takes accountability and refunds the victims. I agree 100%. I agree. And good job on that video, CoffeeZilla. Now let me see here. I was rash and misaligned and with the true issue at hand, so I called CoffeeZilla today and apologized. The war is not with Coffee. In fact, I'm grateful he brought this to light. Are you fucking kidding me? Paul also claimed that he will be taking accountability, apologizing, and coming forward with a plan. While he didn't say what this plan is, Coffee said he hopes Logan is planning to reimburse his investors for hundreds of thousands of dollars. What do you mean hundreds of thousands of dollars? How do we just go from millions of dollars to hundreds of thousands? Don't do that. Don't. Coffee seems to have taken the news in stride, claiming that he's holding off on his expected reply to Logan's accusations for a little while, as he expects Logan will make a 3rd video. Alright, we just said that. 2 days ago, YouTuber Yippee, I've never heard of this person before, completely recreated Logan Paul's game, allegedly in only a matter of a few hours. Wow. Not only does the game function largely in the same way as CryptoZoo was supposed to, but RealZoo is a completely free and can be played throughout without spending a single cent unless you want to support hosting fees. Wow. So something that they haven't done in a year, he hasn't done in a year, someone else did in a matter of a few hours. You can't make this shit up. In the video posted alongside the game's release, Yippee made a point to mention developing the game only took him a handful of hours. I just said that, whereas Logan in this game was still under development, with the older Paul brother deleting his Coffee response video, which also included a teaser. You can't make this shit up. No. To some people that thought they had a good project and they invested a few dollars, I'm sorry you lost your money. To those of you that invested thousands of dollars into this, you're fucking idiots. Don't be an idiot though. Like 90% of you are. Get a cold storage wallet. Ledger is one of the leading worldwide manufacturers of crypto cold storage wallets. They're based in Paris, France. They ship all over the world. They've got several different models to choose from. The victims of the FTX embezzlement, if they would have moved their crypto from FTX onto one of these, they will still have their money today. If you want to get one, there's our link. It takes you directly to their authorized site. Get one. Do not go to Amazon or any other third party. And if this video has been of value to you, you can contribute with any ERC20 token to our address, or to our Cash App, or send in a super thanks. Until the next time, get in there and make it happen. Next video will be coming out in a couple of days. In the meantime, check out our entire library of knowledge-filled videos. They're all there for you. At the end of the day, the ultimate lesson is no one, absolutely no one else is going to care about your money except for you. And as men, we have to invest in ourselves, not chase get-rich-quick scams. Take responsibility, gentlemen.